In this video, let us see about conservation of mass and continuity equation. This is very important topic, and we will understand clearly what is continuity equation and what is conservation of mass. So what is the difference between them? Let us understand in this video. Firstly, we need to understand what is discharge and what is mass flow rate. The discharge is quantity of fluid flowing per second through a section. If the fluid is flowing in any flow, in any pipe, and we need to measure the discharge at the section, then the discharge is equal to quantity of fluid, that is volume of fluid flowing per unit time. So that will be the discharge per unit second is called as discharge. So if 3 liters of water has been flowed in 2 seconds, then the discharge is equal to 1.5 liter per second. So that is discharge, and this discharge is represented with Q. Discharge is equal to volume flow rate, volume per unit time. So the volume is equal to this area into length divided by this time gives us volume flow rate or discharge. So this length by time is called as velocity. So area into velocity, this is small v. Area into velocity gives us discharge. So then what is mass flow rate? So if the volume flow, if we consider volume, and that is called as discharge. If we consider mass, that is called as mass flow rate. Mass of the fluid flowing per second through a section. So mass of the fluid flowing per second through a section is represented with m dot, which is equal to mass of the fluid flowing per unit time. So mass of the fluid is equal to rho into volume divided by time. So this can be written as volume by time. This volume by time is discharge. So into discharge. So m dot is equal to rho q, which is also equal to q is a into v. So rho a v gives us mass flow rate. So that is discharge and mass flow rate. And coming to the topic conservation of mass. The mass can neither be created nor destroyed. That is called as conservation of mass. These are natural laws that occur. So a mass can be neither created nor destroyed. Let us understand this with an example. Suppose there is a path like this. So there is entrance gate, and here this is exit gate. This is inlet and this is outlet. And there is a room in between the path. So 4 members are entering through this inlet per 1 hour, and some X members are leaving per hour, and 2 members are entering into this room in between those 2 gates, so per hour. So how many members are leaving through outlet gate? So in order to find this by simple law, inlet is equal to this outlet plus this accumulation, the members accumulating in that room. So per hour, 4 members per hour, X members per hour, accumulation per hour. So 4 per hour is equal to X members per hour plus accumulation. How many members are accumulating? 2 members per hour. So how many members are leaving per hour, which is equal to 4 minus 2 per 1 hour. So 2 members per hour are leaving. So this is accumulation. Accumulation is equal to this 4 members per hour is entering. So inlet minus 2 members per hour is outlet. So inlet minus outlet gives us accumulation. So how many members are accumulating gives us is given by the inlet incoming minus outgoing. So in the case of mass also, the rate of mass entering is equal to rate of mass leaving plus rate of accumulation of mass in control volume. So in case of a closed system, if there is a closed system, there is energy transfer. So energy in, energy out. But there is no mass transfer present in this. So there is no mass transfer present in the closed system. So here dm by dt is equal to 0. So mass flow rate is equal to 0. in case of closed system. But in case of control volume or open system, mass and energy flows in and mass and energy flows out. So there is mass and energy flows across the boundary in case of open system or a control volume. So there is this equation: rate of mass entering is equal to rate of mass leaving plus rate of accumulation of mass in control volume, as in case we have seen in this. So then this is the conservation of mass. Then what is continuity equation? If this equation is represented in terms of density and velocity, then it is called as continuity equation. So let us derive the continuity equation by using conservation of mass. That is the difference. There is no difference between conservation of mass and continuity equation. Conservation of mass is generally a statement, and continuity equation is representation of conservation of mass in terms of density and velocity. That's it. So let me take this a control volume, and the mass that is entering in x direction. So this is x direction. That is, let me say, that is entering is mx, and that is leaving is mx plus dx, m dot x plus dx. What is dx? Dx is the length of element in x direction, and in y direction, so m dot y. So this is y direction, this upward direction is y direction, and here it is m dot y plus dy. So what is dy in this? I'll write it here. This is dy. And next is z direction. So here the entering is m dot z, and the leaving is m dot z plus delta z. So here dz is this one in the direction of z. So this is differential fluid element that we have considered, and we have denoted a entering mass flow rate and a leaving mass flow rate. So from this we can write the equation. So m dot. So what is mass flow rate? Mass flow rate is equal to rho into q. So that is the mass flow rate. In this case, rho AV, that is density into area. The area, for suppose I am considering m dot x. So that will be, area will be dy into dz. dy into dz is area, and the velocity with which it is entering is, suppose that it is u, and m dot x plus dx. This is entering, this is leaving. So mass entering, mass leaving, that will be. So in general case, we consider that density and velocity changes with respect to space coordinates. So if it is if a density at which it is entering is rho, the density that will be leaving is rho plus del rho by del x into dx. That will be leaving. So here density will be rho plus dou rho by dou x into dx, and this velocity also changes with respect to space coordinate. So here u plus dou u by dou x into dx into dy dz. So this will be the mass entering and the mass leaving the control volume in x direction. So if I simplify this by using Taylor series, this dx is very small, so we can neglect the higher order terms, so that the last finally remaining term is rho into u plus dou by dou x into rho u dx into dy dz. So finally rho u dy dz plus dou by dou x rho u dx dy dz. This will be remaining, and we can write this as dou by dou x rho u dx into dy into dz. This can be written as, this term can be written as dv, that is the differential volume that we have considered. So d, this is capital V. Okay, that is the mass leaving. So net accumulation of mass in x direction, that will be equal to mass entering minus mass leaving. So the leaving mass will be less, since the accumulation is present, the leaving mass will be less, so that will be this equation. So rho u dy dz is mass entering minus rho u dy dz plus dou by dou x rho u into dv. This is the mass leaving. So this and this gets cancelled, and the remaining is minus dou by dou x into rho u into dv. This is the net accumulation of mass in x direction. So net accumulation in y direction, so that will be, if we derive this, the values will be same, but there is this change, dou by dou y rho into v d capital V. Net accumulation in z, that will be minus rho into minus rho by dou by dou z rho w dv. So these are all net accumulation in x, y and z direction. So but we know that the net accumulation is mass per unit time, so that will be net accumulation of mass. So we can write this in this way: dou m by dou t is net accumulation, which is equal to net accumulation in x plus net accumulation in y plus net accumulation in z. So finally, if we measure that accumulation rate, that will be dou m by dou t, and the equations that we have got with these differential elements, that will be on right hand side. So dou m by dou t is equal to, so net accumulation in x, that is minus dou by dou x rho u into dv plus minus rho by dou by dou y rho v into dv plus minus dou by dou z rho w into dv. So mass is equal to density into volume. So here density is rho and the volume is differential volume dv. So rho in dou by dou t of mass is equal to density into dv, which is equal to minus dou by dou x rho u minus dou by dou y rho v minus dou by dou z rho w into dv. So the control volume will be constant for a unit time. The control volume is constant for the considered time. So this dv gets cancelled, as this is a constant, it comes outside and gets cancelled. Finally, dou rho by dou t, taking these terms to left hand side, dou by dou x of rho u plus dou by dou y of rho v plus dou by dou z of rho w is equal to 0. This is the continuity equation that we have got. So this is the continuity equation. The final continuity equation is this one. We can simply write this equation in terms of vector quantities as dou rho by dou t plus here we can see that dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. We can write it with del operator. So del rho into velocity. So if it is in x direction, that will be u. If it is in y direction, that is v. If it is z, then it is w, which is equal to 0. This is in the form of vector. And there are different types of flows that exist. For important flows, for example, for incompressible flow, what will be the continuity equation? You don't need to remember this, you only need to remember this, and we can write whatever the equation we want. So for incompressible flow, what is incompressible flow? Density is equal to constant. So if density is equal to constant, the rate of change of density will be 0. So substituting this in this equation, dou rho by dou t is 0. So that is 0 plus del operator of density is constant. So density comes out of this, and that will be 0. So finally del V is equal to 0. This is the equation for incompressible flow. This is the continuity equation for incompressible flow. And another important flow is steady compressible flow. If the flow is compressible but it is steady, then what is the continuity equation for this is the steady flow. Steady flow means properties do not change at a section. Properties do not change at any section with respect to time. So dou rho by dou t is equal to 0. So dou rho by dou t is equal to 0. That is the steady flow. So from this we can write continuity equation as dou rho by dou t is 0 plus del operator of rho v is equal to 0. So finally we can write del operator. Density is not constant here. Density may vary with respect to space coordinates, but it does not vary with respect to time. So that will be, this is the equation for steady compressible flow, continuity equation for steady compressible flow. And another one, so we have considered with accumulation. If there is no accumulation of mass in the control volume, if there is no accumulation of mass in the control volume, then for 1D compressible flows, one directional compressible flows, the continuity equation will be, for one dimensional continuity flows, that will be rho 1 a1 v1 is equal to rho 2 a2 v2. So this is mass flow rate. Mass flow rate is equal to rho 1 a1 v1, which is equal to rho 2 a2 v2. That will be the continuity equation for 1D compressible flows. And next, 1D incompressible flows. For 1D incompressible flows, density rho 1 is equal to rho 2 for incompressible flows. So that will be a1 v1 is equal to a2 v2. Since rho 1 a1 v1 is equal to rho 2 a2 v2, rho will be constant for incompressible flow, so this gets cancelled. But we know that a1 v1 is equal to a2 v2, that is discharge. So this is the continuity equation for 1D incompressible flow and 1D compressible flow. That is about continuity equation and conservation of mass. This is very important, so that remember this continuity equation. Remember only this continuity equation, and you can derive any type of equation. If it is incompressible, if it is steady compressible, if there is no accumulation, then we can derive any type of flow.